Hi there, welcome back to my views and news. Two new stories. Firstly, a Woreda administrator has been shot dead by the Oromo Liberation Army. Is Ola advancing towards Addis Ababa? Is it uh, trying to advance towards the capital because this incident happened in an area not far away from the capital city. Secondly, Ethiopian government is planning to merge local banks by force. By force, yes. Local banks wrote a letter. Local banks means Ethiopian banks. They wrote a letter to Nebe, not Nebe, to NBE, National Bank of Ethiopia, last year. But it seems that government is adamant it wants to merge the banks. Let's start with firstly Oromia, a region of Ethiopia. Oromo Liberation Army Kumsa Dereba group has been intensifying its attacks on prosperity party officials, security officials, especially police and militia in the Oromia region in recent days, especially after the surrendering of Sani Nagasa and Sharabbe. Ola stepped up its assassinations in the Oromia region. Ethiopian government is also actively launching military operations in alliance with Kenya on southern border. Ethiopia Kenya border major operation ongoing, while Ola Kumsa Dereba is also hitting targets, killing security officials and prosperity party officials near Wailaga and in central Oromia. If you remember, a few last year, I would say more than a month ago, Sululta Woreda district police chief was killed. Lagasse he was killed by Oromo Liberation Army. I did a video on that. I wrote an article too on newsaddis.com. Sululta is in North Shore zone of the Oromia region. North Shore shares border with the Sugar. Sugar surrounds Addis Ababa. You can say this zone, North Shore, is close to Addis Ababa. Sululta is close to Addis Ababa. Ola carried out another attack in Sululta on Wednesday. This time, Woreda administrator was the target. Ababe Verko is his name. Ababe Verko has been killed reportedly in this attack, being confirmed by several sources. Ola fighters not only killed Ababe Verko, they kidnapped Woreda's security chief too, who was accompanying Ababe Verko. And other security officials were also kidnapped by the Oromo Liberation Army in Moye Gojo, which is in Sululta, Woreda. It is being confirmed that Ababe Verko has been assassinated. Ola has been assassinating government officials, security officials in Oromia for decades, but after Sharabbe and Sani Nagasa surrendered, Ola changed its strategy. Now it wants to hit top men on Woreda level and district level. It is not targeting men in top positions in the region on regional level. So far, it's targeting men in top positions on Woreda level, district level. What I have learned is that Ola could broaden the scope, the targets of its activities. It could target regional level prosperity party officials, security officials too. It is part of the plan to gradually target those in top positions too. How alarming is it for the government that Ola has managed to carry out two assassinations? It has managed to commit two assassinations close to Addis Ababa. Can it enter Addis Ababa too? Does it have the capability to capture Addis Ababa, to enter and kill people there, kill top men there in power? I'll do a video on that. I did a video on that a few days ago too. I analyzed Ola's capabilities, etc. But in a separate video, we'll discuss more about it. So far, Sululta war administrator's death has been confirmed. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian government is planning to merge Ethiopian banks by force. Last year, if you remember, when PM Abiy addressed the parliament, he suggested that Ethiopian local banks should merge. Instead of many banks, Ethiopia should have a few strong banks. And back then, it was being suggested that the government wanted merger of banks. Banks were not willing. They wrote letters to National Bank of Ethiopia, which is banking regulator in Ethiopia. They opposed the merger of banks. Now, Mamu Mereto has confirmed that local Ethiopian banks will be merged. A few days ago, Ethiopian House of People Representatives passed Banking Act. This act provides for the merger of Ethiopian banks. Under this act, banks can be merged. Now, banks will have to go for mergers, whether they want it or not. Why is the government merging banks? Government claims that it is trying to rescue Ethiopian banks. Basically, Ethiopian government is opening up its banking sector to foreign banks. Several foreign banks have shown interest in entering Ethiopian banking market. They could be granted operating licenses in coming days. If major strong international banks enter Ethiopian market, local Ethiopian banks won't be able to compete. They'll be at a disadvantage. They'll vanish. This is what the government says, that before the entry of foreign banks, local Ethiopian banks should join hands, should merge so that they can be competitive for the foreign banks. Let's see what happens. So far, banks are opposing it. By the way, it's difficult to merge Ethiopian banks because banks have also been formed along ethnic lines. Amhara Bank, Oromia Cooperative Bank. How will you merge them? How will you merge banks of Amhara and Oromia, Tagarai and Amhara, Tagarai, Oromia? You need discussions, long discussions between the stakeholders, between the owners who are from different ethnicities. Everything, when it is analyzed in Ethiopia, has the color of ethnicity. Same with the banking sector too. That's why it's not easy to merge banks. Let's see. We'll have to wait to see. It seems that the government is now forcing its decisions on financial institutions in the country. Mamu is praised by Westerners, diaspora community members. They say the man is doing a wonderful job. He's cleaning National Bank of Ethiopia. He's cleaning Ethiopian financial sector. He is laying the foundation stones for the future of Ethiopian economy. Let's see. So far, he's managed to secure bailout packages for Ethiopia. He might get debt rescheduling as well. But will he be able to steer the economy to double digit growth? And then will there be trickle down effect of this growth or not? That remains to be seen. So far, banks are opposing the decision. In coming days, under the newly passed Banking Act, NBE, National Bank of Ethiopia, will issue guidelines. Under the guidelines, banks will have to go for mergers reportedly. Thank you for watching.